Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome to episode 3. Not too much happened this week, but just got back from a family dinner, and while I was up there, my mom called and said her TV just stopped working. So I left my grandmother's house, went to my mom's, and sure enough, the TV, the little light would come on when you press the power button, then it just go back off. And they said the picture had just froze, and that was it. It just went black. So, and at my house, I've got a Philips that will somewhat kind of do the same thing, and you literally have to unplug it from the wall while it's powered off, plug it back in, and then it'll power back up. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what works. So that's what I did at my mom's house, and it fixed it, and that was pretty much the end of that. So then I went back and finished letting my kids play up at my grandmother's house, and that's how that went. Nothing too exciting at work. So I'm gonna get into a story I had when I was growing up. I had a four-wheeler, or ATV, as some people might know it, and me and my cousin was riding. I was on the back, and we was down in some woods, and there's a creek, but this creek has like a 20 to 30 foot drop to reach to it. And he popped a wheelie, and I fell off, and he noticed he was going down toward it. So he jumped off. Luckily, the four-wheeler clipped a tree and stopped. Or else that would have been kind of hard to explain to the parents whenever they got home. Another time we was actually taking turns on the side of the dirt road, and I was down closer toward the house, and all of a sudden I seen a big dirt cloud come up, because I lived on a dirt road, and all of a sudden I seen the four-wheeler appear out of the dust cloud, and my cousin wasn't on it. So I was like, okay, that just happened. So finally, when the dust cleared, I see my cousin running toward the four-wheeler trying to catch it. Oh, that was good times. That was good times. Then there was one time I was riding down that same dirt road, and me and my brother was racing. He had his and I had mine, and I guess he had looked through the field, because you could see the main road that we lived on behind the house, and he seen my parents coming down the road, so he went ahead and slowed down. And so I kept on gassing it, being the really smart person that I am. And all of a sudden I seen him, so I hit the brakes, and because it's on a dirt road, my wheels locked, and I kept on sliding, slid right out onto the paved road in front of my parents' stopped car. And when I looked, mine and my dad's eyes locked, and I knew that this was not going to be good. He let down the window and said, "Take your tail inside right now." So I went and parked the four-wheeler, ran inside before he could get in, and went ahead and put on about 3 pair of underwear, because I knew what was coming next. Let's just say I couldn't sit down for the next hour or so. But that's pretty much the extent of all my crazy four-wheeler or ATV experiences. Oh yeah, this one thing did happen at work. One of my work associates was getting down some lumber, and he had the forks of the forklift set too close together. And when he lifted it up and drug it off, the whole thing tilted to the right and fell to the ground. So I had to go get the other forklift and help him work the bundle of lumber down to where we could set it down safely. And it was funny, because when he called over the radio, he said, "Hey, can you come to the middle bay, because we got an emergency over here." And so when I come around the corner with the other forklift, I see him sitting there on the forklift with a bundle just standing straight up almost from where it had tilted. Woo! I ragged him the rest of the day about that. And as you can see, the backdrop for Diablo 2 has changed. I beat Act 1, now I'm in Act 2. It takes place in a town called Luke Ghislaine. But yeah, this is more of a desert setting. So this will be the backdrop for a while for the next couple of videos. And as you can see, I added some items to the right of the screen there. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Oh yeah, I got my new internet set up. And it's a 1 meg connection with a 6 terabyte limit. And me and Ben from Green Potato Podcast was sitting there talking, and even the installer had said, man, if you reach 6 terabytes and go over, you need to reevaluate your life. So when me and Ben was sitting there talking, I said, I'm going to hit it just because I can. And my wife walked out at the time and said, no, you're not, because that means you're doing something besides doing housework. And I'm like, well, yeah. Me and Ben just started laughing. But yeah, my wife wasn't. But she'll get over it. Or not. And that's how that will play out. We'll see. But that's about all I got time for today, guys. Y'all let me know down in the comments what gripes y'all at work. I'd love to read about them and hear back from y'all. But other than that, y'all have a good day and enjoy the outro.
Oh my God!